Overthinkers of Reddit, what was it today? I've really been thinking of how many moments of my life I forget, even though I don't want to. All those fun and important memories that I've had at the time that I'll never know I had. Original poster replies. Good to hear I am not the only one. This has helped me, maybe it will you too. Try writing things down. Keep a pen and diary with you for especially that purpose. I 3 days ago found my diary of when I was 8 years old. As I started reading it, I was like, there's an crapload of things I forgot. Or try documenting it. Yes, I write anything funny my kids say down in a certain notebook. You think as a mom you will remember that hilarious way they said something, but without consulting the notebook, I currently cannot think of one. But when I reread them I remember not just the tone, inflection, etc., but also the context, what we were doing, what they looked like, etc. I also print out photos and put them into old-fashioned photo albums. Our memories are not magical, they retain and reinforce what we study through repeated exposure. My dad kept one of those notebooks throughout my childhood, and it is my most treasured physical possession. Try documenting them and never watch/read them again, as I do. This is the way. Like tears and rain. People often remember feeling more than anything else in a memory. You don't need to know what you did to know you had a good time. And knowing you had a good time is all you need. Also, it lets you forget minor inconveniences so you know, A+. Dinner, it's always dinners. Don't know why, but yeah, dinner. It's 10 a.m. We make a menu on Friday night for the next week, Saturday to Friday, then we make our grocery list, so we only get what we need, sometimes other things laughing out loud, but that way I never have to figure out what to cook, I just look at the menu on the fridge and get to cooking. Too many years of what do you want? I don't know what do you want? I started doing this a few weeks ago. I still find it really difficult. And not necessarily a solution for an overthinker. Now I sit there on my meal planning day worrying for the whole week because what if I buy cilantro for Monday's dinner and plan on using it again for Friday's dinner but it goes bad by then? I could move Friday's dinner to Tuesday, but then will the family be upset about Mexican 2 nights in a row? Maybe I could eliminate Friday's meal and do Southeast Asian to use the rest of the cilantro instead. I could do that on Tuesday, but that dish is more time consuming and Tuesday is son's doctor appointment after work, so maybe I should do that meal on Wednesday. Oh. I totally forget I have peppers left over from last week that I forgot to incorporate into this week's menu. Will my husband be upset if I make the Mexican dish vegetarian? You get the idea. I don't have the energy to do anything today. So I've been feeling guilty of that, because obviously I'm wasting away my whole life when I spent an hour laying on the bed watching YouTube videos. Oh, and I spent the entire morning cleaning my home because my parents visited for an hour. This morning my perfectly healthy dog was struggling to get out of bed, doing that thing that dogs with non-working back legs do. My brain went into overdrive. Is this it? Cancer? Am I going to lose my first ever dog? Turns out her leg had fallen asleep. The little turd is totally fine. I have to remind myself often that pets can have minor aches/pains from non-chronic conditions that go away on their own pretty quickly. Just like we do. Doesn't stop me from freaking out every time my cat barfs. I am a total stranger but just breathed a sigh of relief. That little turd scared me too. Dancer, all is well, blue heart. A dog with a limp walks into an Old West saloon. I'm looking for the man who shot my paw. I adopted a senior dog a couple years ago and I think she is dying on a daily basis. Turns out she's just old and thinks she can give it 120% every day and her body can't keep up. I think every time I bring her to the vet they're going to tell me this is it, and she's Donazo. In reality, every appointment they tell me she's perfectly healthy and great shape for her age and I have absolutely nothing to worry about, everything is easily manageable. I'm going to swing by a wake. Husband of a new girl at work died suddenly. I barely know her, and I didn't know him, but it's incredibly sad and I wanted to go just to show some support, and I've been struggling with what I should wear. It's effing stupid because it doesn't matter much what I wear. I think it's partly that I just hate going to wakes, And I've had to do it like 6 times in the past year. I used to work at a men's store where I served a few funeral directors. The general approach was to shy away from any details like pick stitching on the lapel, cuffs on the pants, or anything too form-fitting. Patterned fabric was out completely. They would dress as forgettably as possible. I think this is great advice, because wearing a bunch of black is also falling out of style, and more noticeable than not. Dress as forgettably as possible is perfect. Slacks and a boring blouse. Perfect. Absolutely. I even had something written about preferring dark gray to black, but deleted it because I was getting too far into the details, but you're right on. Black and conservative. No jewelry. As a man, I just wear either black slacks and a dark button-up shirt or a black button-up with dark jeans, nice, not a yard work pair, depending on my level of familiarity. My 3 keys to wakes: I'm sorry for your loss. How are you doing? And then regardless of the answer, I can only imagine. Go for handshakes only unless they initiate a hug. Handshake protocol is, man, firm, 1 pump, eye contact, down nod, other hand on his shoulder if friends. Woman, gentle, eye contact, other hand over top the shake, no pump. Hug protocol, man, 1 arm over, 1 under, 2 back pats, separate. Woman, both arms over, short and gentle single open palm up down stroke between shoulder blades, separate. How are you doing? Oh, I just had a loved one die, but I've accepted it and I'm ready to move on. I really feel like I'm coping with this I can only imagine. Well, you still have to listen to make sure you don't make a butt out of yourself, but in 90% of cases it's applicable. I can only imagine. What a cool and thoughtful thing to do. At my father-in-law's wake several people came that were simply acquaintances of mine and it was so touching. I feel like a dick for never doing that for others all my life because I thought, who the hell am I to go to their wake? You're a good human. The mortality of my parents. Followed by my mortality. Then my meaning of life. Then the meaning of life in general. If my luggage will be within my allocated weight limit, despite weighing it twice and having 3 kilograms allowance, for a trip that is in 2 weeks. I overanalyze most interactions and feel weird most of the time, so really what wasn't it today is a better question. I'm in the tub worrying about everything. Tub is such a sanctuary for us overthinkers, eh? I'm getting married in a few hours so. Update. I'm married and it's honestly been great. I'm married. Congratulations. How do you feel? Nervous, but I'm here and ready. Starts in 1.5 hours. We're 2 hours past then. Congratulations. Or possibly. We're so sorry. Schrodinger's wedding. Laughing my butt off. Update. Why, what happened to him? Is he okay? Oh God, what if something happened? What if the photographer took pics while the camera cap was on? What if a little kid mooned the crowd? What if the ring boy lost the ring? Man, if you're still alive and good, please let us know. When my sister got married, I asked if she had in doubt, and she said no. I was thinking, how is that possible? How could you not doubt such a massive decision? Then a few months later I broke up with my current boyfriend, and a couple years after that, I met my person. When it was my wedding day, I had no doubts at all. I was really stressed about everyone having a good time and it not being too cold and a million little things, but knowing I'd be married to the love of my life at the end of the day made it all worth it. Hope your wedding was magical. You got this. Good luck, G. Original poster replies. Oh, congratulations. And good luck. I am graduating high school today. Where should I start the list? Knees. Take care of your knees. They are not forever. Men are lucky because they have 3 knees. A right knee, a left knee, and a weenie. If you change your mind about your major or field 5 times, that's fine. If you go back to school, Or go for the first time, in your 40s, that's fine. If you don't do post-secondary school at all, that's fine. Trades are always a good idea. Don't get a credit card until you can pay all your bills from your bank account with money left over at the end of the month. It isn't free money and the interest will slowly drown you if you aren't hella careful. But you will need to build credit eventually. Potatoes are cheap, filling, and nutritious. Stretch. Go for walks. Moisturize and wear sunscreen. Your skin will thank you when you hit middle age. Play the long game. If you lose touch with 90% of your high school/childhood friends, it's okay. You can love and support and wish the best for them from afar. It's a scary thought, I know. But as you get older, it's the quality of friendships that's more important instead of the quantity. You'll be okay, I promise. Edit. Yes, the Sunscreen song by Baz Luhrmann is also very applicable. Give it a listen for even more good advice. I'd completely forgotten about it until the comment replies. Original poster replies. That is what a lot of teens need to hear RN. I agree on the credit card. I'd be rich right now if I hadn't gotten one in college. I'm totally serious. Grats on graduating. Can confirm. Source, mteen. How do I reply to this question? Is this good enough? Funny enough? Truthful enough? Original enough? Too long? Too short? Did I make any spelling mistakes? Punctuation. One space between sentences or two? Did anyone else make the same comment, or something like this already? Maybe I should just upvote and move on. Who would want to read these anyways? Good thing I scrolled through the thread and saw someone else already replied what I wanted to, so I won't get mocked for being unoriginal or a copycat. Has someone else commented this? What if someone comments it at the exact same time? I regret clicking this thread. So many thoughts now. Deep vein thrombosis. The idea that if you sit for too long a weird blood thing develops and you stand up and it goes to your head and you straight up die? No thanks. Am I at risk at all? No. Does that stop me from panicking whenever my leg aches slightly? Also, no. If it's any comfort at all, my mom had it in her arm. Super rare. She went to the doctor because she had a big bruise in the shape of a band around her arm. It was there for several days before she reported it. So 1. She had a visual warning and 2. It was there for days before anything happened. For those wondering, some signs of a thrombosis in the leg/arm is, typically, but not always, swelling in the limb affected, tenderness or pain, reddish discoloration and a warm sensation. Symptoms will depend on the size of the clot. Wait, hold up, what thrombosis crap you're telling me? It's a blood clot that makes your leg swell up and crap, but it's not always in the leg. It says you're at risk if you're on a plane, bus or car ride longer than 3 hours. What about office workers? Those MFS are sat down for a full 8 hours. I was a bitch to somebody yesterday and I did not mean to be, but it happened and I can't really take it back, and it changed how they see me, and other people were there and it changed how they see me too, and now I am trying to decide if I feel worse about being a bitch or about people thinking that I am a bitch. A simple hey, I just wanted to apologize for the way I acted yesterday, goes a long, long way. Do they really like me? Am I too annoying? What do they say when I'm not around? Are they telling me the truth? Had a friend over for dinner the other night and I cannot stop obsessing about how I put too much pasta in the stroganoff and threw off the overall pasta to sauce ratio. Everything was delicious and nobody likely noticed that I meant to withhold 1/4 of the box but me. It's been 2 days, I need to let it go and stop composing my apology email. It's okay. All that delicious stroganoff is already poop now. Don't get so worked up over poop. I've been overthinking that my friends effing hate me and how I'm really annoying and whatnot, and then I wanted to reach out and be like, hi, have I been annoying or anything recently, but I'm instead overthinking that and ABT how that'll just be annoying and make me sound clingy as F. My cycle. Meet friends. Get close to friends. Think I'm too clingy and stop messaging for a while. Friends think I moved on. I ruin everything we had. Some of my best friends are the ones where we cannot message or see each other for weeks to months, in some cases years, and when we reconnect again it's like we didn't miss a beat and everything is the same. How can this be? Why is that if someone says that guy doesn't know jack crap about it, or if they say, that guy knows jack crap about it, they've said the same thing? I found out recently that my wife is pregnant with a little girl. Since then, my thoughts have been consumed with ideas about child-rearing. Oh my god, how are we going to make sure she acquires language? Oh my god, how are we going to child-proof the house? Oh my god, how are we going to make sure she goes into a long-term viable career field? If you talk to her like a whole lot, you'll definitely accomplish having her acquire language. Trust me, those thoughts never stop, they evolve. You're going to be a great parent. The bad ones don't worry about how they raise their kids. If I have a heart attack at work, how long will it be until someone finds me? Who will pay my bills? Will my wife and kids be okay? Who will pay their bills? Will anyone come to my funeral? Will there even be a funeral? I hate it here. My boyfriend literally told me he wants to marry me. My thoughts, maybe he feels rushed into it? Have I talked so much about marriage that he feels obligated to propose? Does he really love me? And mostly, why would anybody want to marry me? My love life. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.